Are you interested in working in the field of transit? If so, the MTA is currently looking to fill a number of employment positions which you, a family member, or a friend may want to apply for. Joining us with a look at these jobs is MTA Chief of Recruitment, Sheri Jackson. She's with the MTA's Human Resources Division. Hi, Sheri, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
Oh, you know, everybody in Maryland wants to hear you come on our show every month because you bring the good word, jobs. So, you know, I know that a lot of folks out there just think human resources, but I think they need to understand how important is a division like human resources in an organization like MTA.
We are the foundation of MTA. We bring people in, we hopefully get them the tools that they need to move forward and do an excellent job. So we give you that foundation to get you started, and hopefully your hiring manager will get you well on your way.
Now, where can they go and get specific information about these jobs? Is it listed on a website somewhere, or should they call you guys? Like, what exactly is the process for getting information about the jobs?
If you go to www.mta.maryland.gov and click on our jobs icon, that will take you to any positions that we currently have open.
And even though these are the primary positions you're recruiting for, from time to time there are other positions that are listed there, or some positions that are ongoing where you can do laterals from other, like police, for example. You can go from between police agencies and things like that, correct?
That is true as well, yes.
Now, you mentioned about the A1 repair positions. Now, even as we said before, if these folks have the certification in their respective areas, we do additional training once they come here, am I correct?
Yes, the operations department will take them on and do some additional training with them to make sure that they're meeting all the protocol that we need as far as the MTA is concerned.
So everything from our specific industry to safety protocols, all of those things are covered in the training, in addition to an overview of understanding transportation.
Yes, it is.
Now, when you go out and you do this recruiting, you're recruiting from all sorts, all walks of life, am I correct? I mean, we have a diverse workforce. Can you speak to that, about the diversity in MTA's workforce?
Yes, we take all walks of life, as far as Hispanics, Asians, Indians, anyone.
Male, female,
disabled.
Yeah.
We work with anyone that brings a skill set that we're looking for. So don't get discouraged. Please come. We welcome you, and we'll do whatever we can to help you.
You know, I think the one thing that a lot of folks don't understand about public transportation is it's more than just driving a bus. It's more than operating a train. There's a lot of support that needs to go in there. Everything from administrative functions to I guess the nuts and bolts, the hands, to inventory control. That you guys recruit for, I guess, a vast direction of different positions and things of that nature. Am I correct in that?
Yes, you are. And we have the procurement area, the finance area, even HR itself, as well as let's say call center positions.
Oh, wow.
So we do an array of things, and we're just not a one.
You mentioned something, customer service.
Yes.
I guess at the core of all the things that you recruit, one of the biggest skills that we want from anybody who thinks about working at MTA is to have customer service skills.
Yes. We want people to have great customer service skills because we cater to the public. So we want them to come with those customer service skills that will help us get people in, and also are friendly to the outside public, that will speak to them and encourage them to want to continue to ride with us.
That, you know what, you have just hit a salient point, and that's one of the things that I would say to anybody. If you're thinking about working for MTA, bring a smile with you.
You do.
And having etiquette, you know, the etiquette of how to diffuse and deal with difficult situations, but also how to really enjoy the work that you do, because most days here are incredibly exciting.
And we serve the public, so the people keep us moving. They give us our paychecks, so we have to be very customer service friendly.
That is our key stakeholder, the public.
That's right.
Well, again, let's go to it. If folks want to know where they can go get this information, there is a website, and that website should be going to the MTA's website, or where should they be going to get this information?
They should be going to the MTA's website. If there is an issue, it will direct you to the MDOT website, but for the most part, you need to go to www.mta.maryland.gov.
Now, what are the hours of operation for your office? Because your office is located at St. Paul Street, am I correct?
Right. We're located at 6 St. Paul Street on the 5th floor, and our hours of operation are from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
Well, those are wonderful hours. Those are business hours. You're easy to find, and they have the job postings listed right there.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the important work that you do on behalf of this agency, and good luck with the recruiting.
Thank you.
The MTA is interested in hearing from you, the customer, about its many transit services. Commuter Connections recently took to the streets for your comments and questions. And here to answer your questions is MTA Director of Safety, Bernadette Bridges. Hi, Bernadette, how are you?
Hi, Joanna.
You are the most important person at MTA, I think, next to Mr. Wells, because you keep us safe. You make sure that we do what we're supposed to do safely. So thank you so much for coming out today.
Thank you.
Now, you know, safety, beyond just getting people where you need to go on time and all the other great stuff, it's important that we get them there without doing any harm. So thank you for coming here and talking to us about it. Now, here's our first question.
My name is Mr. B. I'm from West Baltimore. And my question is, can the MTA provide more number 16 buses from Brooklyn to Mondawmin and Mondawmin to Brooklyn on the weekend, a little bit more frequent than every hour?
So folks are asking about that number 16 bus line and increasing the number of buses. What do you know?
Well, what I know is that the number 16 line has some dedicated service there.
Okay.
The service right now at this time will probably not be changed. But what MTA does periodically, they look at the line,
Right.
they assess the line, they look at the customer base. But because the question was asked, MTA will be looking at it. Their planning and scheduling department will look at that line.
And that's important. That's what a lot of people don't realize, that if you let us know, we can come out and analyze it, correct? All right. So on to our next question.
My name is Carlethia Bimbo. I'm from Woodlawn, Maryland, and I would like to know if MTA would allow more officers to be on the platforms and the trains when we get off in the evenings.
So they're asking about placing more police on Metro in the morning and in the afternoon. What do you know about what we do as far as deploying police in our Metro system?
What I do know is that we have a chief of police and we do have a police force at MTA. What customers may not know, that we do have police officers who are out there in uniform throughout the day, and also we have officers who are undercover.
And the thing that we always say to folks is that we really need them to let us know if there's an issue. If they see things like a pattern, what they say, see something, say something. If you see something, say something, so we know how to react to it.
Yes, we have a See Something, Say Something program, so we're looking for our customers to
help us out.
help us, yes.
That sounds great. Now our next question.
Jason Dubo, Baltimore City. Could MTA provide monitors at the bus stops to indicate when the next bus will be arriving?
So we have a question about placing monitors at bus stops. Now, I could be wrong about this, but didn't in the past, like we used to have some type of signage or whatever at some of the bus stops that let people know? So what do you know about putting monitors or some type of sign to let people know about the next bus?
What I can say is that MTA is actually looking at that. They're looking at it not just for buses. They do have something they're looking at for buses, light rail, and metro, letting the
Really?
passengers know. But it would be a huge task for MTA to take over.
To put
It's going to cost a
monitors.
lot of money, especially for monitors, but they are looking into technology for almost, not just buses.
Well, that's a good thing, because you know, a lot of transit properties across the country, they have you can either text or call somebody and let them know where you are, and they can give you your next arrival time. So you never know, there's some new things on the horizon.
And MTA is looking at it.
That's good to know. See, we are progressive. We're out there. We're in the future. Now, our next question.
My name's Ethan Mazensky. I'm from Baltimore City, Hamilton. And I would like to ask the MTA if they could expand the light rail up into Hamilton and Hamden in that area.
So people, they want to extend, I guess the question is, can they extend additional light rail service to the Hamden area of light rail? What do you know about that?
What I know is that MTA right now is looking at the red line and the purple line extensions. When
Okay.
you talk about Hamden and Hamilton, when you're looking at the environment, MTA has to do environmental impact studies. How is it going to affect the environment in which customers want them to put service? So this takes many years to do. So
Right.
maybe in the future,
You never
somewhere
know.
along the way, the MTA will look at the Hamden area and Hamilton areas.
Yeah, and I think this is a thing that people need to understand, and I think they do understand. It's the fact that we are always looking for greater connectivity with not only our new additional lines, but, you know, looking at ways that we can connect the services better.
That's true.
Good answer. I like that. And now our next question.
Hi, my name is Isabella Boos. The MTA put a digital monitor in the train to show us the next destination.
So there's a question in reference to displaying the train destination location in the train. I know that happens on Metro, but what do you know about light rail as far as letting folks know where they're going?
Well, MTA is also looking into that right now.
Okay.
Our light rail vehicles are due for what they call an overhaul, where they'll
Oh,
make
okay.
changes and modifications to the vehicles, and that's some of the technology that MTA is looking at for our customers. And
You're a wealth of good news. I mean, you're talking about all these wonderful future progressive things, so they are looking into it. And our next question?
My name is Chris Adkins. In order to improve service, if you guys could start including times of arrival for trains on the message boards such as above, it'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks.
So this question is talking about the message boards. Now, you just talked about we're looking at a number of different technologies that let people know about the arrival times. Is this a part of that whole initiative?
This is a separate initiative, but again, looking at it for all of our modes at MTA.
Okay.
Again, the assessments are being done right now. It'll probably cost us quite a few dollars to implement, but MTA has to actually do an assessment. But they are looking at it right now, and it may be a couple of years down the line, but they are looking into it.
But I think what you're saying is it's comforting to the customer to know that all these great ideas that they're thinking about, we're thinking about them too.
Yes, we are.
And our next and last question is one we received by email from Rhonda Mathis of Baltimore. Rhonda writes, on occasion I have to ride the MTA subway with my infant daughter. I must admit I'm nervous riding the subway escalator with my baby seated in the stroller. What's the safest and best way to ride an escalator with a baby in the stroller? Now, as the safety guru here, I really want to defer to you on this one.
First of all, we try not to encourage people to use strollers on an escalator. You should break your stroller down, take your baby out of it, and carry your baby. If you have someone with you or nearby, maybe another customer, you could ask them to hold a stroller for you as you go down and meet them at the bottom of the escalator. We're asking people not to use any kind of strollers, wheelchairs, or any seating on the escalators when coming down. It could be very unsafe.
And we have the elevators. That's one of the things, is like you take that extra moment or time for safety, it could really prevent an unfortunate incident. So good response. Thank you so much for joining us, and you have to come back again.
Yes.
Thank you. If you have questions you'd like to ask the MTA, visit us online at mta.maryland.gov or check us out on Facebook or Twitter. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next time. Take care.